Alrighty then. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon. Oh no, where the fuck am I? If you're Dag and you know it, push the thing. Beep. There we go. Hi. Hi everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. And
Where's
Agnes
also Unuk?
is black and white. And what the hell? I changed all of this. Oh, because it crashed. That's why. See, in the green room, I had everything set up, and then it crashed on me, so it reset to what I had as a setup on Wednesday, which was I didn't have things changed. Anyway, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. And we are here to play Pathfinder. Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We are converting a Pathfinder 1st Edition adventure, Curse of the Crimson Throne, into 2nd Edition for these wonderful and amazing Patreons who help support the channel, who come and play games with me, and who are just awesome people in general. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hello, folks at home.
Yay! All right, well, who's excited for today's game?
Always.
I'm ready to potentially have the emergency heal Ray.
Fantastic.
If not Unuk.
I'm super excited, although Unok looks a little weird.
That's true. Unok's giving us this weird, strange look, you know.
He's growling like a rabid animal.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, and we'll have to deal with that in a moment. But before we kick off, we have some people to thank, and that is, of course, our lovely and amazing sponsors. We have a group of individuals who help keep the Dead Aussie Gamer channel looking as good as it does, and we start by thanking none other than Hero Forge for the wonderful art you can see on screen here. All the character tokens, all of my players who are on camera, all of that is done using the amazing 3D model making software known as Hero Forge that allows you to not only design, create, and bring to life a variety of animated characters, but also, boom, have your 3D models printed and shipped to you anywhere in the world for your use at home as well, in case you don't play virtual tabletops like I do. And speaking of virtual tabletops, we would like to thank Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice that allows us to connect from all around the world in order to gather around the table and have a great time here with you guys in the audience. So, you know, there it is. And lastly, Sirenscape for the beautiful sound effects you'll hear throughout the course of the game. All of the combat music, tracks, and stuff like that is done using an incredibly robust soundboard. So go and check that out. Sirenscape, it's really, really good, a lot of fun, and helps immerse my players very, very much. Now, as always, we have our lovely and amazing party, who are the people who are really the stars of the show. We have none other than Holly, the very noble person, on a vendetta to try and not only free the city, but also seek revenge for the death of her Fae family that has come about from a evil Fae by the name of Puck. This wonderful character is played by our dear friend Malikisa.
Hello.
How are you?
I am fantastic. How are you doing?
I am also fantastic. Good. Excellent. Glad we went over that. Yeah. Then, of course, we have playing the role of the Dragon Slayer Unok, an Orcish barbarian from the lands of Belgzin who had joined the group in order to help defeat Kazavron, the tyrannical dragon that apparently resides somewhere in Corvosa, is none other than our friend Marcus, the storyteller.
Hello.
How are you, Marcus?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm also doing great.
I'm excited.
Are you?
Always.
Nice. Then we have playing the role of Agnes, our fortune teller psychic, who is a Varisian traveler who had settled down in the town of Corvosa in order to raise a family, living alongside their daughter. They are invested heavily in the reclamation of the city that they have grown to know and love, as well as trying to work towards a budding romance with a rather handsome fisherman. Agnes is played by our dear friend Laura Bones.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Good
Hello.
evening, good afternoon.
I am well.
That's
I've
good.
also heard you're great, apparently.
I am great and well.
Yeah,
All the things. I'm everything and nothing at the same time. I am Zen. Okay. Next up, we have playing the role of Dante, a kitsune druid, who has who was on a very long and windy quest to try and avenge his fallen comrade, who had fallen to the drug trafficking that had been transpiring throughout the city of Corvosa, only to learn that it was at the behest of several influential individuals within the town who had sacrificed themselves to devils that were summoned unintentionally by Holly. Remind me, who are you after, Dante? Because they were like, hey, this. Envy.
Yeah.
And we believe that
I remembered it was at the top.
Yeah.
That's about
So
it.
yeah, it was Envy. So Envy apparently could very well possibly be the stolen corpse of Dante's friend, corrupted and envious of Dante's journey as a hero instead of a, fallen drug addict. So that's something to potentially look forward to. And that character is played by our dear friend Raikon.
Hello.
How are you, Raikon?
It's going pretty good.
That's good. Nice. You excited to maybe kill your character's backstory friend?
Yes and no.
Yeah. All right. I think it should be fun. Should be a good time one way or another. All right. And then we have playing the role of our Tanuki champion of Milani, the god of rebellion, is none other than our dear friend Cookiemon Steve, who plays Ray. Ray's a good boy. Ray's doing the thing. Ray read the assignment. What's that? Rebellion? Let me get my whacking stick, and then off he goes. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Such wisdom and insight.
I know, very insightful. I'm captivated, riveted by the details.
I guess it would help if I unmuted, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
If somebody had bothered to mention that, but that's
Probably
okay.
would have. It was, but you know what? You were so enthusiastic. I didn't want to interrupt. I felt bad.
Yeah.
You were saying?
That's fine. I was saying, that sounds about right. That's normal. That, sounds like Ray. And, other than the fact that he's bleeding at the moment, minor details.
It's true. Yeah. You know what's
That's
really
only a
funny is I
flesh
feel like I still responded reasonably correctly. But yes,
You did. That was what threw me off, to be honest, is it was like literally, it was probably the appropriate response, and it was like, oh.
Oh yeah. But now you've been on the other side of it because you've seen me do it to people. Because I'll do it all the time, especially to Neil. It's yeah. There you go. All right, and last but certainly not least, we have playing the role of Alizaro is our dear friend Cass, who is playing a secretary bird who has been awakened, or has she? Bum bum bum. We have Alizaro may not be a secretary bird, but instead a bird who has been imbued with the memories of a human of some variety. So learning that they might actually have an entire life that may not belong to themselves. I mean, what the hell? What does it mean? Who is the thing? Stuff. Could mean anything. We'll have to find out when that happens. But yes, this lovely, colorful kaiju character is belonging to none other than our dear friend Cass.
Hello.
Hello.
And yeah, the what the hell is her entire processing at this time. Her whole brain is just what the hell. No thoughts other than that. She says she's having a great time.
That's fair. All right, now, before we kick off, we have some people to thank, and that is, of course, our lovely audience members. Thank you so much for joining us and for being a part of our show. As such, we invite you behind the GM screen in order to have a little bit of fun with us and enjoy all the cool things that we do. Starting, of course, with the channel points that you guys earn just from watching the show. Just by watching, you earn these channel points that can be used at any point in time for inside bonuses, wandering bosses, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. Go check them out. But then for those of you who wish to donate to the stream, we have achieved the DAG survival check, which is amazing, and thank you so much for that. But now we have the DAG of Holding. For those of you who don't know what the DAG of Holding is, the DAG of Holding is a unique custom homebrew item that comes from my home games, inspired and provided to the group as a boon, along with a story associated with that homebrew character or homebrew adventure. I got a pretty good one for this one, actually, for this particular table, because the 7 deadly sins have always been like a very big part of my Pathfinder journey. So I've got a really interesting one that's lined up, which I think would just be fun for sure. Anyway, so yes, there is that. Donations, right? $5. Get a red mark for my players or a purple mark for me. Red marks are hero points. They are used to stave off death, petition the DM for stuff that is in the rules, and roll with advantage. Jinx points, which are the purple ones, can be used to counteract hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw from one of 2 decks of cards. First deck is a deck of plot twists, which is random plot twists that get used in order to inspire a change in the story. Keeps me on my toes, helps me improv. The second deck is a deck of plot twists, which comes with a special power, a unique power that my player will be able to utilize, and an emergency hero point that they can use as well. So there's that for the $10 reward. For $20, you can donate to give some of the coveted golden natural 20, because sometimes shit just needs to work, and a nat 20 is how we do it. So yeah, there's that. $50, there are 3 rewards at the $50 tier. We have a draw from the deck of Harrow cards, a fortune-telling deck, where I will read the fortune of a person based on the Harrow card. Then the group for the rest of the game will get a bonus based on whatever statistic is associated with that card, which is a d6 to every roll with using that stat. And once per scene, they'll get to re-roll a failed check. So there's that. But yeah, it's really cool. And if they try to embrace or reject the prophecy told by their Harrow, they get a critical success. So there you go. Then of course we have magic items. So you can provide a magic item to a player of your choosing, which is either a homebrew item, an item from their wish list, or I will create a custom item for that character that'll be part of a set. And once they complete the set, there'll be a big kind of boost that happens. And lastly, the boss buff, where we will increase the difficulty of a challenge, making it incredibly hard, difficult, and deadly for our players. Now, here is the nice and simple answer as to what happens for today's secret menu item. Today's secret menu item is this. Our heroes are currently trying to stop 7 devils, each of which representing one of the 7 deadly sins, from attacking the town. Our group is currently dealing with Wrath, who is a kind of an oceanic, depressive, sad boy individual whose wrath is more like a cold, icy anger as opposed to a roaring flame. Now, I have always been a big fan of giant boss battles and stuff, as you guys know, and this is no different. Very rarely do I find myself in the company of people who are, like level, let's say 15, for the sake of just saying 15. I will, in the midst of this whole thing, have Wrath summon a kaiju made of pure wrath to approach the town, and our heroes will then go on a quest or an epic mission to try and prevent the kaiju from making landfall. So that'll be the mission. Who the kaiju is or what the kaiju is capable of, I mean, I could go with Godzilla, I could go with the Tarrasque, I could go with a whole bunch of different things. I've also got like a giant Pteranodon, so it could be a flying thing, and we could see Alazaro do some stuff. whole bunch of stuff. I'll leave it to you as to land, sea, or air as to the type of colossal titan heading in this direction. Now, as for the why it's heading here for all reasons and stuff, is that Kazavron is trying to assemble themselves a new body. And if they are going to try and assemble themselves a new body, they need some materials, and that is what the kaiju is going to be providing. So if the kaiju does make landfall, it is not going to destroy the town. It's not going to wipe out the game, just making that clear. But it will serve as a boss buff for Kazavron's fight later on down the track. So that is our secret menu item for the day. Cool. Everyone good? All right, fantastic. Okay, without any further ado, we return once more back to the city of Corvosa, where our heroes, who are currently trying to stop the 7 Devils of Sin from consolidating the power of Queen Iliosa, the puppet of Kazavron, who is currently acting as a despot to the poor town of Corvosa, is currently you guys are currently engaging Wrath, who has used his magics and his powers to convince Unok, your dragon slayer, that Ray is presently Wrath, and the rest of you are demons trying to protect Wrath from Unok's mighty blade. Alright, just going to very quickly re-roll initiative here. Okay. Wrath.
And we left off with Steve having a reaction to Unok stabbing him.
Oh yeah, did we?
Yeah, he never got to do it.
Oh, okay. You know what? Let's move you to the top of initiative then. You're nearly there anyway.
Well,
Okay.
I don't think
Yeah, I'm happy for that. Alright, so, Unok. Sorry, not Unok, what am I saying? Ray. Oh my god, what the hell was your initiative? I keep increasing it, and it keeps not being high enough. Okay.
I was about
Ray.
to say what it was.
Yeah, Ray, you're up first. As Unok attacks you, you can see that there is anger and fury in his eyes as he has taken up an attack position against you. Wrath behind Unok now seems to look with tears streaming down from both sides of his pale cheeks. Spear in hand. He's definitely done something to your friend.
it's like, Unok, what the hell? And he's going to react with his iron belly attack, which is, a Tanuki thing.
Mm-hmm.
And see if I can hit him.
All right, Unok. Wrath rushes up to you and hits you with the full front of their chest, slamming into your steel armor. You are rattled around inside of it. Ray, do your damage as you belly bounce into Unok. All right, for 20 points of damage.
So,
Right.
just try.
So I don't know why, but it has not been taking any of my resist. Because I've got 7 piercing and 7 bludgeoning resist, along with my elemental resistances, and it's not been taking any of them away whenever I get hit for some reason.
Interesting.
Like, I've got the code set correctly. I mean, I can just take away the 7, but that's... It's just really weird that the code's been broken since the big dragon fight.
I'll have to have a look at it later. But yeah, just take the 7 out manually for the time being.
Yep, not a problem.
Okay.
So 13.
Yeah, I thought there was actually a movement part of it, but there's not. Because essentially I was going to try and push him away with that. So don't really want to hurt him. The intention is just to like try and break him out of whatever it is. At this point, Ray is just gonna raise his shield and not, not do anything else aggressive.
Okay. So raising your shield and bracing yourself. You've got one more action if you would like to try and say something or do something. Maybe try to snap Unok out of it.
Yeah, it's like, Unok, it's me, it's Ray. What are you doing? Rage is behind you.
Unok. Make me a will save.
All right. Once again, is this technically an emotion effect?
It is.
Okay.
Ooh, you just missed out. The DC is 37.
Okay. All right. Unok will respond through gritted teeth. You're not going to trick me that easy, foul demon.
The demon raises an eyebrow behind you.
Are you calling foul?
He doesn't know that.
Yeah, I know. But it's like, you're not going to trick me that easy, foul demon. It's like, yes, I am. I very much
Just
am.
like, he's just like, okay.
Yeah,
Sure, buddy, whatever you say there.
that's basically it. It's like, Okay. Cool. That brings us to Wrath. Now, Wrath is not going to attack you because obvious reasons are obvious. Let's see. Ray is being taken care of. Holly, where are you?
I had moved forward, so I am 80 feet away. That was as close as I could get.
All right. He is going to try to make his way to the water. So he's going to take 2 actions to move in that direction, and as he does so, he begins to create, as he walks, a thin mist that begins to roil and give him concealment. All right. And that is all he does on his round. 2 more moves and he will reach the water. All right. Unok, you're up next.
Just quickly, since I wasn't here last week, is there significance to him reaching the water? Is that like a...
Not that anyone knows of. Like, there's no...
Alright,
there's
okay.
nothing. He has been using, like, storm and lightning powers since. Ollivander, the Sable Company Marine, who was kind of keeping him busy, the hippogriffs were in the air, kind of circling around him, trying to like keep like cover fire laid down on him.
Mhm.
He summoned storm clouds and basically used lightning to kind of blast them out of the air. So you can kind of tell that there's probably some measure of like storm, water, power involved.
Alright, no, I just wondered if we were like trying to stop him getting into the water. Like,
No, it's not like some...
But no. Alright, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just that's all I was checking.
You
Right.
see he's holding in his hand a tiny gremlin, and he's like, now is the time. He throws it into the water. You fool, you've doomed us all. Okay, there you go. Dag looks empty.
All right.
That's right.
Unok, after being chest bumped by what he thinks is wrath is... I had what I was gonna say, and it was gonna be something I thought was pretty cool. Now I fucking forgot it.
Oh, well, you can give it a go anyway. Like, just try starting talking and then see if the cool words come out.
No, it's not gonna happen at this point. it's gone.
Sorry.
Unok's going to swing his spear and yell, "When I'm through with you, I'm going to break your spear over your spine." And then he will take all 3 swings at quote-unquote wrath. Because he was hit last, Ray is the proud owner of Unok's Blood Vendetta. So if this attack hits, he'll take an extra, or I'll do an extra die of damage.
All right. Ray,
Hey.
you brace yourself as a series of...
Oh.
Never mind. Well, Unok
You
goes
don't brace yourself.
Unok goes for the swing as you brace
Oh,
yourself.
he's still braced.
Unok, give me a number between 1 to 5 as you swing.
Oh, you got 4 jinx points from...
I did.
OG.
Thank you, OG, for the jinx points. And McClover, welcome in. In case you're wondering what is going on, our heroes are fighting 7 devils of sin. Currently, they're in a battle with Wrath. Wrath has hypnotized Unok using his barbarian rage in order to make Ray appear as Wrath. So right now, Unok thinks that Ray is Wrath. And Wrath, in the meantime, is heading towards the water. We don't know why, but we presume it has something to do with his power over Storm. So that is still happening there. There's been a mild attempt to try and break Unok free of the... It's not mind control either, it's just an illusion. But because Unok's so mad, he hasn't questioned what's happening yet. Alright, Unok, give me a number between 1 to 5. I've got your...
5.
1, 2,
I follow
3,
my own spear.
5. Here we go. Melee, bad grip. You take a -2 penalty on your attack rolls with this weapon until the end of your next turn.
Jesus. I mean, that's good for Ray.
Yeah.
That's great for Ray.
All right.
It's not good
I
for Unok
will-
trying to slay Wrath.
Still gonna swing out 2 more times.
All right. Your spear swings out again, and yet
That's
again,
another
a
critical
critical
miss.
miss. Give me a number between 1 to 5.
Hold on, I'm gonna see this last one through first.
And another critical miss. 3 critical misses. Brilliant. By the way, real quick, I wanted to just very quickly say, Odd Bandicoot, thank you so much for the raid the other day. I did get your message. Also, hi for then and hi for now. I appreciate that you raid. It was just very, very ill-timed. I'm so sorry we ended the stream before we got to say hi properly. But thank you. It means a lot that you came to visit with your community. Okay. Unok, what's your second crit fumble?
Card number 2.
1, 2.
The fact that I crit fumbled 3 times is hilarious.
All right.
I like
The
to
point
imagine it's little Unok's inner self just fighting back somewhere inside, like, no!
There is no inner self. This is just... Anyway, you accidentally stab yourself. You gain wounded 1. Or you
Great.
gain the wounded condition.
Great.
Okay.
Wonderful.
And give me another one.
3.
1, 2, 3. Here we go. Decision paralysis. You are slowed 1 until the end
Jesus
of your
Christ.
next turn.
Which means I lose an action.
That is correct.
It could have been worse. You could have
I'm
lost your weapon.
slowed because Unok stabbed himself.
Yeah. You stabbed yourself in the speed organ. All right. That then brings us to Agnes, who... Why are you deaf? Is that from the bard from before?
Why are you
Yeah, it is.
The earplug!
Oh yeah, my
You put
earplugs.
earplugs!
Yeah, I'll probably taken them out now. I can't imagine I would have kept them in
The
if I
whole
didn't
time,
need
the
to.
entire time, like you've just been like, how come Agnes isn't like? That's why you didn't say anything in the entire of the last session. Is because Agnes is there, just like, what's going on?
I just think like we stopped for a rest and Agnes missed everybody else like moving on and she just was like still taking a rest and then she turned around and she's just running up like now at the last minute out of breath like, oh, I didn't know where he's gone. Okay, so how, because I can't say anything because I don't have a character sheet or even fantasy grounds at this point in time. Where is Agnes situated in relation to the Wrath dude?
Let's say that you are around where Holly and Dante are, so you're anywhere between 60 to 80 foot away from the action between Unok and Ray. Yeah, that's kind of where that is.
And the Wrath Demon, the actual Wrath Demon?
He's probably moved around the corner, but he's still roughly 80 foot away.
Okay. Okay, how fast can I move when I'm blah blah blah, you see blah blah blah, just blah blah, the spell ends. Okay, so if a spell doesn't specify a speed, then I'm assuming you just move at your normal speed.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Very far away from anybody. Is anybody around me injured? Have taken any kind of damages? Or Holly and Dante? No? Right, okay, fine.
The only people who have taken damage is Unok by his own self-infliction and Ray because of Unok's infliction.
Okay. You know, the boys can beat each other up. Agnes is going to cast Ethereal Jaunt on herself. And then which is 2 actions, so then she's going to spend another action to move towards Wrath.
Okay.
So Ethereal Jaunt, basically you travel into the ethereal plane. I can't interact with things can't interact with me unless they are also like on the ethereal plane, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yeah, basically that's what I'm doing, so.
Alright, so you make your way to move over to Wrath through your Ethereal Jaunt. You kind of see yourself, I mean, if you want to, you literally can move through buildings and stuff and actually get there pretty quick.
Yeah, so she'll just take as a direct line as she does that. Yeah, so Agnes will just kind of like look at the boys and like, she'll just leave the other 2 to them. She'll just like, Holly and Dante can deal with that, that's the problem. And then she just kind of like, obviously mutters a few words and things like that. She just grows like, I suppose she would just kind of fade away, like wisp away in front of you guys, basically out of existence. And then she'll just float towards Wrath.
All right. As you float through this building where people have been like kind of taking cover from the lightning and the storm and stuff, you go through this domicile and eventually appear at the other side where you can see amidst the mist and the fog that is gathered around Wrath as he's making his way towards the docks. You hear the sounds of his wooden slippers as they make their way upon the cobblestone. He again definitely doesn't look like a typical angry barbarian type thing, but you know, he is he looks pretty tough. Looks very spellcastery.
Excellent.
All right, that is that. Dante.
All right. Well, there's.
I think you have a Zephyr Hawk, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I had ordered it to try to do any distractions to Wrath.
Alright, it is going to try and do so. Unless it rolls a natural 20, it is going to critically fumble.
Yeah, more than likely. Oh, damn. That's still pretty high.
It is not a 38, though.
No.
Yeah, critically
And it
fumbled.
did critically fumbled.
Yep. Yeah, the bird is doing very little. It's making the fog bigger.
I am going to move up 50 feet closer to Unok and Ray.
Yep, you're now 30 foot away from the both of them, I believe.
Yes, because you said that I was like 80 feet away, so that would put me in the 30.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to use Forbidding Ward, since Unok is technically not an ally at the moment. Going to target Unok and Ray and increase Ray's armor class by +2, and they also get +2 to saving throws for spells and other effects. Oh wait,
Okay.
no, I can't do that. Never mind, I
No?
can't do that because that's a 2 action. I am just going to activate and set glass shields. I'm at least within reach.
All right, you create a shield of glass. Done and done. Then we go to Alizaro.
Alrighty, how far away am I from Unok and Ray right now?
Like I think you're 60 foot actually, because you went a little bit further or closer to them.
I'm 60 foot.
Mm.
Okay. So I will use 2 actions to move 50 foot forward, so that I am 10 feet away.
Okay.
And I am going to use my brandishing draw to take out my hand crossbow, and I'm going to attempt to shoot Unok with said hand crossbow.
As you
And
go.
as she...
Yep.
Shit. Whole deal. Yeah. That's not very much. Okay.
All right. Uno. Hey, that did resist. That's cool.
Weird.
All right, Unok. You.
Maybe bludgeoning is input correctly name-wise somehow.
Maybe. Who knows? Either way.
Oh, it's because it's in one set.
That's how it's supposed to be. That's how the code auto put it. I didn't make it, but let me.
Look. In any case, the arrow pierces your armor and does a small amount of damage.
Am I making another save or?
Also, is that all your damage your hand crossbow does, Cass?
Yes, because it is all my greater runes and stuff are on my rapier, but I'm just not in stabbing
In
range.
range.
I am in shot.
Yeah. No. Fair. Okay. Anything else? You move. You shoot.
As she's shooting, she like does this cawing screech, and she's like, "What the hell is wrong with you, Unok?" That's her turn.
Did you have an action to yell that, or is it just a free
Oh,
action?
nope.
No, that's okay. No,
Oh,
it's
I
just
was-
whether or not they get a will save.
I used two moves.
Yep,
two moves,
and a shot.
and then a shot, and then yell.
Yep, that's fine. All right, Holly.
Okay, when Raph walked away, did he walk away from Holly? Like, is he further away now, or?
He's he's kind of like off, like he went around a corner kind of thing. So he's the same
Okay.
distance-ish, just walking in a different direction.
Okay, Holly's going to first yell, Unok, you
Hold on, sorry,
idiot!
one second. I don't know why when you're talking, Unok is lighting up.
Oh, it's because of how sensitive my mic is. Any little movement I make triggers it. I'll start muting it.
Okay, and Holly, do you have your audio set up on Discord?
I do, but for some reason it's not picking up.
Can you rejoin the Discord call, or just double check your input in your Discord? Make sure that make sure that the Discord isn't muted or anything.
Okay. Does this work?
Yep, perfect.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. What happened there?
Wait.
Yep. You're good.
There's a little bit of a delay apparently.
It
Anyway,
looks like you've got push to talk.
Yes, I have to use push to talk, or my mic picks up everything.
It should. I mean, like again, we can't hear the mic from the Discord. That's why it'll be fine. Oh, you mean like everything in your ambient room?
Yeah, no, because I don't use headphones, I use speakers.
Okay, yep, fair. All right, carry on.
Unok, you idiot! That's Ray. You're not hitting Wrath.
One of the demons appears to you, Unok. Make a will save.
Oh boy.
And starts to hiss and moan and yell at you in demonic.
Just so we're clear, so I can stop asking. Every time they do this, it's part of the emotion effects, right?
Correct.
Okay. Just so I don't have to keep asking every time.
But you will.
Will save. Well, I won't now that I know for sure. Nope.
Nope. Demon
Wow.
says brr, and that's basically it. But you know what? With McBluff's inside bonus, you wonder how the demon knows your name, and you can make another will save.
Ooh. Hey.
There you go. The illusion is still there, but you are now acutely aware. You will now gain a +2 bonus on your next will save to try and break free of this mind control thing.
Mm.
Okay, but yes, this
Nice.
demon that seems to address you knows your name, which is very odd.
That is odd. Probably heard Holly say it, or Ray, or Ro. They've been watching us.
You also notice that your friends are gone, and it's just you fighting on your own.
Bastards left me behind again. This is the giant walking castle all over again.
Holly is going to close the distance and move 25 feet closer to Wrath, so that puts her at 30 feet then. No, 50 feet rather, because that's 2 moves. No, 1 move, 25 feet.
Yell at Unok.
I can't math right now, but I'm moving 25 feet closer, and then I'm going to shoot him again.
Sure. Pew.
There we go.
And you miss as you fire into the fog, which conceals his presence. You think you strike him dead on, but the mist carries your bolt away.
Wait, hang on. It rolled twice.
Yep, because
The first one-
he's concealed. So one is your actual attack roll, the second is your mischance.
Oh, well, that's no fun.
Yeah, it is great. It's a lot of fun. Look at that. Now he's all mysterious and spooky and immune to your damage.
Holly is visibly annoyed and balls up one of her fists as she's kind of staring off at the fog.
Damn you, fog! Okay, very well. All right, that's done and done. Ray, we are back to you as Unok is trying to attack you. You think he's threatening.
Unok, I don't want to hurt you. You say, but I'm going to, like, you need to stop.
Unok, I'm going to hurt you. Attack me, young whippersnapper. I'll frickin' show you. Do you know who I am? I'm the fucking savior of this fucking city. You giant orcish piece of crap.
Well, I still try to break him out of it. Is what that
Okay.
essentially is. But
Very well. All right, Unok, make a will save with a +2 bonus.
Okay, perfect. I was just asking that, but then I realized I was muted. 39.
Is that with the +2 already?
Yes.
A 39 is enough to break free. You no longer see the demons, nor do you see Wrath in front of you. You see Ray in front of you.
As Unok snaps out of it, he's like through his teeth, he's gonna go, right? And then he's gonna try to look around where Wrath is.
It does not take you long to gain your bearings, but you do see them just heading in that direction with the fog and stuff. But it is still the rest of Ray's turn.
so was that an action?
That's one
was
action.
that one action?
Yeah, that takes up.
Okay. How far away has he moved away from
Why
us?
did Jackie
He was
has.
30 feet away the last time.
He has moved away.
Okay. He's this way. Follow me. And he's basically going to move 30 feet closer and again raise shields for.
Okay, you move closer
So-
to him
so
and
how-
you raise your shield.
So how far away was he at that point when I started? Or
When you
how far
raise
away
your
is he now?
shield, from the point in which you raise your shield, he's about 20 foot away.
Okay, thanks.
All right. He starts to make his way towards the docks even further, moving 40 feet and eventually coming to the edge of the dock. You watch as his tears continue down. This city cannot be saved. There is so much pain and suffering. It spreads like a pestilence, infecting one after the other, continually perpetuating this cycle of violence. Well, if this city wishes to die amidst the flames of violence and anger and wrath, then so be it. By my hand, the quiet shall return. He raises his hand and you watch as lightning comes down from the sky and starts to strike him. It looks odd. Rather than a lightning strike sort of coming down from the sky and hitting like something tall or whatever, it seems to go down like its normal arc and then veer towards him and then strikes him along the arm. As it does so, you watch as these like glowing tattoos start to appear over his arm. That is all he does. Udok.
All right. How far away is he from me at this point?
60 foot.
All right. I'll just use my 2 actions to get up in melee range
All right, make a
'Cause
reflex save.
because I've got 40 movement when raging. Oh, a reflex? Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my reflex is pretty high. That's a natural 20.
Beautiful. You avoid the lightning arcs that seem to be coming from him as he's being struck by the lightning. They're sort of like They're sort of like lashing out at anything within a 10-foot radius. Yeah, you avoid one of these bolts, but you can see it's kind of like burning through the ground as it's sort of like arcing and hitting everything.
Nice.
All right, Agnes, you're up next.
Okay, so apologies, actually, the spell does say you move at half your speed, so I'm only moving like a 10 foot around or something at the minute in this form. So, yeah, she's just gonna spend all of her movement speed to move another, I think 40 by the time you multiply everything out, or 35, just towards Wrath. I don't know how far away I am from it at the minute, so.
Yeah, I'll say that with a double move you can be within like 30, within 20 foot of him. So if you want to use one action to do something, you may.
I can't really in this form, to be honest.
Sure. You can move closer if you'd like, or you can.
Yeah, so that's what I want to do. I kind of just want to get. I can only see hazy things, but I'm assuming he's like quite standy outy, even within like kind of a hazy.
He is with the
haziness that I
with the
can
lightning
see.
hitting him. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, she's just gonna move as close as she can, like to kind of
Yeah. Sure.
yeah, she wants to get within 10 feet of him.
All right. You move closer. Done and done. All right, Dante and the Hawk.
And I can just drop this as a free action, can't I?
Hawk is just gonna continue doing what it's been doing.
Yeah, sustained, right.
Well, I'm just gonna be using movement to get closer. If I can get within at least 30 feet of all my allies in one movement, I don't know if I can.
Sure. You know what? Screw it. Why not?
The reason why I was wanting to get to 30 feet of all my allies is because of haste.
Okay. Yeah, no, you can do that.
And I will target all my allies with it because it allows me to target 6 creatures.
All right, haste it is.
For 1 minute, you all are affected by it.
All right, everyone gains haste.
Nice. Oh, I should have lost my slowed 2 or slowed 1. I mean.
Nah. Very slow.
And I will now use my extra action to move closer towards the docks.
All right, you move closer to the docks as we then go to Alizaro.
Hold on just a second. Sorry about that. Okay, can I get a reminder of how haste works in Pathfinder, pretty please?
All right, you gain an extra stride or strike action, and your movement speed is increased by 10 foot.
Okay, so in that case, if I move 35 foot forward, how close am I to Wrath if I just do 135 movement?
You would need to do 2 to be in a melee with him, so I'd say you'd be about 30 foot-ish after your first movement.
Okay, then I would do the double movement to get into melee range.
Okay, let's make a reflex save as you get into melee range because of all the lightning. That will save for half, which is...
Oh, damage.
Let's see, half of that is 18 damage. Which I can now do this. No? No, I can't. Okay, I thought I could, but I can't. There.
Nice.
Done. Alright, 18 points of damage.
Alrighty. And then with her last action, because of the brandishing draw feat, she's gonna quickly switch her weapons.
Alright.
And she's gonna try to stab.
Hell yeah! Let's go!
Try to stab. Did it roll onto him? Nope, it didn't roll onto him. Let me try that again. And we'll go on the combat track. Why is it not going? It's not going on the combat tracker. It's our behavior. Come on. Ding. Nope. Nope.
Hey,
Maybe-
there it is.
Maybe that. Yeah, okay.
Oh, and it misses. Alright. Close, but unfortunately, It does not pierce him. All right,
That's fine. That's it.
Holly, you're up next.
Okay, so with haste, I do get another action, right?
You get another strike, or you get another stride.
It's exactly what I need.
Yep.
I'm gonna take 2 move actions and get within melee range.
All right, make a reflex save.
Okay. Son of a bee.
That is a failure.
Let's get hit with some lightning.
All right, that is 46 points of electricity damage. As Holly is struck.
Yeah. She's twitching a little bit off of that one and then shakes it off and pulls out, swaps her crossbow for her daggers and goes in for a hit.
All right, make your attack. Nice, that is a hit.
We can do some more damage.
All right, 11 points of damage to Wrath as you stab him. He looks
And that's
to
it
you.
for me.
Yeah, he looks at you and is still crying. His eyes are now glowing from the lightning. Ray, you're up next.
Okay. Ray just remembered that he has something that he forgot that he had.
Hmm.
So, for the first 2 actions, he's activating the Greater Extending rune that's on his Morning Star. Which means that he's in melee range. Because he's within 120 feet. So, that's the first 2 actions. The third action is going to be take a swing at him.
All right, let's do it. Ooh, nice hit. And you make the concealment. All right, so as you come in, you swing with your mighty arm.
From a long ways. Oops, don't drop it on Unok. So 28 points of damage.
I'm curious how that looks. Do you really just get like a really long arm, or does your weapon just float away for you on its own? Like, if it can go 120 feet, I'm just wondering like how it.
It's
what does it look like?
it's more like the handle stretches outwards, kind of like Wukong's staff.
Right.
That's how I imagine it.
Really hard to it's really hard to swing for, you lose momentum, but it's still hit.
Yeah, all right. Well, 28 damage is still a decent hit, regardless of any momentum that may have been lost. But, yeah, solid hit.
And so that's 3. I still have a hasted one. Oh, I can't raise my shield now. Or can I raise the shield as one of the actions?
Yeah, you can raise your shield as an action.
Okay, yeah, because technically it's my 4th one, so. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I will raise my shield then.
All right, done and done. All right, that brings us to Wrath.
Sorry, one quick question.
Yes.
Do I still have the +2 AC bonus from
No,
Dante's thing, or was that a...
You didn't have
was a
that
one
because it was a 1 turn and I couldn't use it
right.
anyways.
Sorry. Okay, my apologies. Thanks.
All right. Wrath. He hasn't really been hit that much or that hard. He's going to continue with his plan. All right. He continues to gather electricity. As he does so, he then touches the water. As he does so, he uses an ability called Conductive Downpour. And as this happens, you watch as electricity begins spreading through the water, fish begin to float to the surface of the water here. You watch as the water then begins to electrify the atmosphere and spread outwards from him through any and all water sources. It is getting stronger and stronger. Everyone will take 7 points of electricity damage, as there is no place for you to take cover here.
I take none.
Very well. Everyone else, please take 7 points of electricity damage. Now, yeah, basically what is...
I
also take none.
I was like, stop your electricity damage.
So what you're seeing is now this electricity, this almost like this sphere of electricity is now stretching outwards and connecting to everything that is near water. So
That's
you
an
can
exceedingly cool image.
it is getting stronger as the current is building, and likely here's the bit that you now realize. It is going to hit civilians. Civilians do not have hundreds of hit points. He is going to try and engulf the city in this electricity. And anyone who doesn't have an immunity to electricity or a high resistance is likely going to perish. This will include Agnes's daughter. Potentially. All right. Unok, you're up.
All right. So he is in. I am right next to him.
Oh yes, reflex save.
Oh.
That is a
37.
save.
Sweet. What?
22 damage.
Oh, it was a save for half.
Yeah. You got a nat 20 the first time, remember?
Oh yes, I did.
So 22 lightning damage, as again this huge maelstrom of electricity is just constantly flowing from out of him. It is going into the water and through and up into the rain and into the mist, into the atmosphere around him.
So I'm the only one that's technically near him, right?
No, Holly is near him as well. As is.
But
Alazara.
is she all right? Is she on the other side of him?
No,
or
you're
is
all on
she
the same side.
Okay, so then I'm going to use
The other side
my
of him is
2
water.
action. Then I'm going to use my 2 action breath weapon on him, which it's my dragon rage breath. It's a bunch of dirt.
Sure. You breathe.
And
some dirt.
since the other 2 won't be able to be hit by it, of course.
All right, he takes 27 damage as he is bombarded with several rocks and stones from your breath.
And then I am, for my last action... Oh, wait, never mind. I'm hasted, so I got 2 actions. The last 2 actions will just be to swing at him, I guess.
Sure.
Unok's gonna go, try to play my games with me! And then... Oh, that's right, the fucking... Hey, did that hit?
That does hit.
Okay. Nope, that's not gonna hit.
That's a critical miss.
So that's 4 this session from me.
That is 4.
So, he will take... Bam.
All right, he takes 62 damage.
Weakness?
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you what, but you know, as you.
That's the first thing I've hit that's weak to me!
Well done.
I'm so happy about that.
However, you have now struck him with something that has gained his attention.
Oh, fuck!
Give me a number between 1 to 5.
What did I do to myself this time?
Bonk. You are stunned too.
So basically,
Oh,
I
no.
blasted him with my breath, stabbed him good, and he just whipped around, smacked me upside the head with his spear.
Yeah, he probably grabbed your spear and then just sort of punched you with it.
He's just like, why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. Okay, stun it is. As we then go to Agnes. Hero point top up from Cookiemon Steve. Thank you, Steve. You absolute legend, you. Let's see. We have... Here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Done. All right, we have topped it up. And because Steve was very generous to top up his whole team, he will get a free hero point from me.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
So there we go. Good job. Well done. All right. Agnes, you're up next.
Okay, I'm gonna try a thing, and I'm sorry for any mayhem it may or may not cause, but Agnes is gonna cease concentrating on because it's just a spin, so she's gonna thump into existence
Sure, sure.
10 feet from the dude. So she's in the physical realm within 10 feet, so I don't know if I need to do a reflex save
You
for the
do,
electricity
yes.
now.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. Can you do that for me, please?
Yes.
So while Agnes rolling my reflex save, Agnes is going to 3-point action drop an anti-magic field,
All right.
which
Well,
has
you're
a
going to take
10-foot
48
emanation
damage.
from herself. Yeah, that's
You're going
fine.
to drop an anti-magic shield.
An anti-magic field. Yeah, level 8 spell, 10-foot emanation, which affects me also. You repel all magic from the target area. So basically everything magical ceases to be magical. However, the caveat is spells of a higher level than the anti-magic field will overcome its effects. So if this is a level like 9 spell, for instance, that he's letting loose, it won't affect it. But anything lower than that will just stop. Also, a summoned creature winks out of existence but reappears if the field moves or ends.
All right. The Zephyr Hawk is disappeared.
Yeah, I was gonna stop sustaining it anyways.
Okay. See, I feel bad because the aura. So his aura of lightning that zapped you, Agnes, that switches off. But the death aura of lightning that is stretching out over the city, that is a 9th level spell.
Alright, it was worth a try.
Yeah, but you have stopped his mist, and you have stopped his lightning aura.
Yeah. It does mean as well, like, because I'm like within 10 foot, so he's kind of just within the outskirts of it. So basically, there's going to be a section of him that anybody that steps into that, all your magical
Oh no,
stuff
that'll
will
be over the
also
water.
will-
Yeah, that's over the water. So.
Alright, okay,
yeah,
like
no,
it will also kind of cease, if you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
weapons will still behave as weapons, obviously. You know, even if you've got a magical weapon, it'll still be a weapon.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, sure. Of course. All right. Anything else?
No, because that was a full point action. And
Alright.
Agnes is effectively muted herself as well, to be fair with this. But
Sure. All right, Dante, you're up.
Thinking of what to do. Because there's a big fuck off orb around him, and let's see.
not anymore, there isn't.
Yeah. No,
I mean,
so,
okay, but
Yeah. So.
Oh, it
Hey,
just
so there is
stays there for a moment.
Yeah. So the orb that's stretching around the city is more like a giant sphere, and that is going to do. That's the one that at the end of a round does like 7 damage, but it's going to increase slowly, right?
Oh no, I was meaning the anti-magic field.
Oh, yeah. Right. Never mind. Carry on.
You know, how far away am I from him now?
30 foot.
30 foot. Okay. Double check. Okay. So I am not gonna be sustaining the Zephyr Hawk anywhere, so I can use all 3 of my actions.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, I only need 2. This is really difficult to gauge things, but yeah. I'm going to drop the Zephyr Hawk. I'm going to wild shape into. Yeah, we're gonna go into a horned dragon.
Very well. As you attempt to go into a horned dragon, yeah, you transform into one, but you need to be aware of like the distance of the anti-magic field as well.
Yeah, which is 10 foot around
Yeah, correct.
where Agnes is.
Correct.
Hence why I'm being where I'm staying at least 20 feet away.
Perfect.
And then we are going to. I don't need that one. Just because I can't really get too close anyways, is there like large enough rubble that I could just huck at him?
Not really, no.
Okay. Then this is really difficult because I only have one action and then one action to stride or strike, and I don't know if I can technically use that for a 2-action Dragon Breath at him.
No, you wouldn't be able to do that, no.
Yeah. Could I use a hero point for it then?
Sure, I don't mind that.
Alright. I need to change, because I do have it set up. I need to change. No, I do not need to. Where is he? There he is.
Wrath fails his saving throw. For 34 points of damage as you breath weapon him. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a cone or a line?
It is cone.
That is gonna hit Unok, Holly, and Alazaro as well.
Alright. I was gonna see if there was a way to not get them, but I don't know.
No, because they're literally between you and him.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I'm sure they'll live. Holly, Unok, and Alazaro.
Reflex save.
Yes, please.
Oh, 80. Pretty
Your target
good on
number is
reflex
32.
saves.
35.
35.
I'm gonna use a hero point.
So I have to roll 9 or higher. Got it. That is not a 9 or higher.
All right, I'm
I
gonna
will
use
take
two.
it, though.
I'm gonna use 2 jinx points. 1 jinx point to negate Holly, and 1 jinx point to get Alazaro to reroll.
Of course.
Perfect. All right, full damage. So that means
Yeah, none of the Dragon Breaths are actually aligned with the ones that are listed.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right,
Which is
so everyone
weird.
takes 34 points of damage.
Of what type?
Poison.
Poison.
Yep. Everyone takes 34 poison damage from the breath weapon.
I don't think Yeah, Ray doesn't. I don't because I think
No,
Ray's
you're
behind it.
yeah, you're still a little bit further back. Yeah.
Okay, so I have 5 resist to the poison.
And I can't use it for 2 rounds.
So how much you said 35 or
34.
34.
34 minus 5 is 29.
I see you've got resist to acid, but I don't see resist to poison.
I didn't put it in my dragon scale amulet. I gain 5 resistance to acid, cold, electricity, fire, and poison.
Very well.
And then because of that, if I'm for the next 10 minutes, because he is a dragon and hit me with that, my resistance will increase to 20.
Okay, you have resist 20 poison, I guess.
Yeah, for the next 10 minutes after the. So, where's Dante's damage? I can't find it again. There it is, 34.
Okay, done. Alizaro, you're up next. As you have been struck in the back by a wave of poison.
Fuck. I have a question. Is
Okay.
Rose Kaiju form a magical effect?
Yes, technically it is akin to wild shape.
Okay. Cool. Deal. Alright. That is all I needed to know. Alright, in that case, she is just gonna take her rapier and stab, cause he didn't move, right? I'm still in range to stab?
Yeah, he's still in range.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna hope this rolls on Wrath.
He critically you critically succeed.
No, I hit. Yeah, but it was at Ray, so I need to re-roll that.
Oh. No, that's okay. I'll keep the number. Hold on, let me.
47.
Okay, if you're sure, because I can.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I can try to re-roll it.
So he got a 30. So his AC is 38. So it's not a critical, but it does hit.
All right, full deal. And then we're gonna. It's gonna be hard to get it on him.
Boom! 48 damage as he is now. You've also hit him with something he is weak to.
Oh. And. Okay. In that case, seeing that seemed to do something, go again, stab again.
Very well.
Stab again.
He is very much in need of that. What do you call it? The mist to protect himself.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, I promise I am not trying to roll it on Ray. I cannot get the Wrath bar on my combat tracker big enough to make it hit. I'm sorry. Do it. Come on. Go.
All right, that'll hit.
Yeah, I'm at a loss. I have no idea what the weakness is.
The spirit energy from my extra thingies that are automatic when I hit, because the spirit blades I got for my birthday.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
the third attack will miss, but you made a very strong impression. All right.
You know what? Okay.
No, go on. What do you have?
Oh, I was gonna ask if I could hero point for for one attempt on the last attack.
You can do a reroll on that last attack. Hold on, don't you have another one because you've got haste?
Oh shit, I do. Okay, how do I roll the hasted attack for at the plus 18 with the penalty, right?
Yes. Yeah, so roll your
Thank
plus
you.
18 and then minus another 5 off it.
Okay. Let me check out -5 modifier, and then grab that and hope it actually goes fast because it keeps wanting to go on Ray. Oof.
Critical miss.
That's how it goes.
Okay, give me a number 2 1 to 5.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
That's how the cookie crumbles. 4, please.
Okay. You meant to do that. You trigger a action which makes you move, so you stumble backwards, and you provoke attacks of opportunity, which this guy actually has. As he's going to stab you with his long spear. Wow.
Oof.
He didn't.
How is that not a critical miss?
Cause technically he still hits with a natural 1.
Yeah, because a nat 1 isn't an auto fail.
All right. So
Also, my
You're
AC
wrong.
is 36. My AC literally is 36, if that makes sense.
yeah. So
That's still
he does not critically fumble. Like he just misses you, but you're like, uh-oh. This guy actually might be a good fighter that we're.
Wait, if her AC is 36, wouldn't that still be a hit then?
It is. That's the point. That's why it's a miss.
Because nat 1 would
Because
be a
that
critical
one reduces
miss.
it by
and
1 step, so a success becomes a failure.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Holly, you're up next.
Okay. Holly is she looks like she's kind of getting into the rhythm, and she starts kind of spinning her blades a little bit, and Penny is barking behind her very excitedly.
Nice.
And I am going to roll this attack. However, if I fail, I am going to use my nat 20 because I'm hoping to do something very cool.
All right, I'm listening.
So we're going to start with a twin feint.
Okay.
I'm not seeing it pop up. Did it not go? Why didn't it go? Okay, I'm rolling it. Wait, why is it not going on him? Okay, should I just roll it in chat?
Yeah, you can roll in chat.
Okay, I'm gonna roll in chat. Okay, I'm gonna use my nat 20.
Okay, cool. So he is now flat-footed against you.
Yes, and I'm also going to need you to add the flat foot condition and find it. D2. That's not it. Hang on, I had like 15 things pulled up. And now Zeppelin is distracting me. He gets frightened 1.
Yep.
Because of... It's in here. I know he gets frightened 1.
Yep,
As well
I
as
gave it.
flat-footed.
Yeah, no, I gave it to him.
Okay. Alright, and you've got the flat-footed on there?
Yep.
Alright, so then that's going to automatically trigger my debilitating strike.
Okay.
And I also have double debilitation.
Okay.
So he is also going to get bloody debilitation, which is 3d6 persistent bleed.
Mm-hmm.
And precise debilitations, which means I'm going to do an extra 2d6 damage to him when I hit.
If you hit.
And now I will hit again.
All right, go for your attack.
Oh, that time it actually worked.
All right, nice. Solid hit.
And that's a hit. And because he's flat-footed, that also counts as
Do I want to be
yes.
mean?
And it also counts as an attack because he's flat-footed.
Yeah, it
I'm very
does.
excited.
It does. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
I'll leave it. You're not using like a bullshit massive spell or whatever. Yeah, okay, go on. Go on then. Get your bad attack spell off, or your attack stabby thing.
I'm so excited. You have no idea. Okay, so for the first hit, which was the crit, I am going to click the crit button. Theoretically, yes. Alright, so that's the crit damage. Plus he's going to get an additional
So
2d6
real quick question: where is the crit damage coming from?
because I used my nat 20.
Your nat 20 was on the feign.
Yeah, that's still a hit.
No. So you don't do damage on a feign attack. Feign attack just gives them the condition, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure that's how that works, because you haven't actually made an attack. That's why it was a +0. That's how that
Make
works.
one strike with each of your melee weapons.
Yep.
Yeah, make one strike with each of your 2 melee weapons, both against the same target. The target is automatically flat-footed against the second attack. So you're doing two.
Oh, okay,
two
so
attacks.
it's part of the first. Okay, cool. So yeah, you're doing feint as part of the attack. All right, nice. Nope, carry on. So yep, that first attack is gonna do 41 damage. Brilliant. And give me a number 2, 1 to 5.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's do 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brilliant. This is a piercing weapon from the looks of it.
Yes.
Triple damage, and the target is slowed for 1 round.
What? Yes.
So roll 1 lot of damage, and he gets slow. Low and slow, baby.
All right, and he's gonna take an additional. All right, so here's my other question, because I have weapon expertise, but I don't think it's applying, or weapon specialization. So I should be doing an additional.
What's the effect of weapon specialization?
You deal 2 additional damage with weapons and unarmed attacks unless you're an expert. This damage increases to 3 if you're a master, and I'm a master.
Okay, so he takes 3 extra damage, which becomes 6 because it's a crit.
Yes.
Done.
Okay. And now the second attack, where he's flat-footed, so that should be the sneak attack damage.
Yes, you will get the sneak attack damage.
Should I roll the sneak attack separate?
Nope, it should automatically do it.
It is not.
Did it not?
Nope.
Interesting.
Wait, did it put the sneak attack? No, that was the crit.
What's the 3d6 then?
Yeah, no, so it already did the sneak attack just on the
so
wrong
it did.
hit.
Yeah, it did the sneak attack already. Cool. So that's that done.
Okay.
What's the third attack there?
No, that's the second attack, isn't it?
No, because you got a crit there. Then you got 27 damage. So where's 24 coming in?
That's the second. That's the twin feint. That's the second attack I rolled.
Yeah, no. Okay, so what's the 41?
The 27. The 27 was the whole lot of damage from the crit card.
Oh, it was the extra damage from the crit card. Yep, I'm with you. All right, cool. So that is the second attack. Cool. Done. Thank you. So, yep, your 2 attacks. Your twin feint manages to do another 24 damage.
Okay.
Nice. Yep.
And the bloody debilitations gives him 3d6 bleed, persistent bleed damage.
Nice.
And now I'm just super happy. So I'm gonna hit him again.
All right, go for it. Ooh, solid hit.
I will take that. I'm so excited.
And he's still flat-footed.
He is still flat-footed.
This could be it. And that
Yes.
is it. Describe your
Power.
killing blow.
So Holly starts spinning her like daggers a little bit in her hands, and it looks like she's trying to remember how to be a rogue, and she sort of remembered it. So all of a sudden she runs in with a single dagger and just slashes down against his arm to make him kind of turn and grab his arm, and he does. As she does that, his body turns and she comes up behind him and just stabs the second dagger straight into his neck. And as he's bleeding, she pulls it out, and then she turns around and rams it right into his spine.
Very nice. All right.
Just a blur of movement.
As this happens, you watch as smoke begins to leave the body. Eyes kind of like, again, just widen agape as this dark cloud with lightning crashing through it ejects from the body and then finds this almost like a sewer grate and dives into this orifice in the ground. It's engulfed in flame as it disappears and returns to hell from whence it came. The mutilated body you now see before you is that of a fisherman, just one of the random ones, with now their throat, their spine, and their, eyes gouged out. And you have emerged victorious.
Holly's
And has the water stopped being electrified as well?
Yes, the rain now, instead of like again spreading outwards, now just sort of there's just this moment of just like this torrential like rain as the lingering water droplets that's been hanging in the air all fall to the ground as the magic is no longer in effect. And you can see that there are some people who are like, sort of sizzling a little bit and, kind of burnt from the initial blast, but people have survived. 7 damage is survivable, for sure.
Agnes drops her anti-magic field and...
As soon as the fight's over and Unok's rage goes off from the fact because he wounded himself, he's gonna kind of fall to the ground to one knee and start breathing heavy. Just
Silence Wizard Row.
Yeah.
Dante is going to stop being a dragon.
Yep, cool.
Is anyone needing healing?
Quick, can we save Ollivander or is it too late?
Well, we can see. We can.
Holly's gonna run over to Ollivander and try to not do anything but be comforting.
Dante will follow with.
Okay. Cool. Guess that happens. Everyone else just leaving to go check out Ollivander?
Agnes will go over and ruffle Holly's head and just go, that was beautiful and gross all at the same time. And she looks down at the poor fisherman as well, and then...
As you do so, make a medicine check. Or a heal check.
She was going to bend down and sort of do the whole close his eyes thing, like be respectful.
Oh yeah, cool. In that case, don't worry about it. As soon as you go to close his eyes, he's like, oh!
Oh, in that case, can you just, if you just drop a heal on him? I've got like a second level soothe or something.
Unfortunately, there is organ damage, and as
well then, she will, if she can't, like, if she realizes healing's not going to work, she will hold his hand, and just stroke his head.
Do you have any ranks in medicine?
I have ranks in. I don't know. Hang on. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm trained. So yeah, I've got plus 21 at medicine.
This is probably beyond the capacity of someone trained. You'd need probably an expert or a master surgeon of some kind.
Yeah. So I mean, she will shout over as well. He's still alive over here as well.
So
now, too late. You guys are gone. Fucking.
Yeah.
Are the other
I'm trying to remember what
Marines
spells.
are the other Marines still flying out of range, or did they completely retreat?
I think they were blasted. I feel like they're all in.
They had gone to.
No! Yeah, no. They were sounded a retreat, so they've been pulled back. Yeah, no, they were pulled back, so they've retreated.
They retreated, so they're not in sight at all anymore.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so as you guys have gone to go search for Ollivander, you do indeed find him. He has sort of like propped himself up and made himself a makeshift like kind of crutch, as he seems to be tending to his hippogriff. His hippogriff took the brunt of the blow when the fall happened, and you can see that one of the wings is injured. He's more inspecting it as you approach. When he sees you, he kind of like has a look on you, on his face as he's like, the beast was quite deadly. Unfortunately, we were at a disadvantage fighting him from the sky. Is he dealt with?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's been taken care of.
Good, good. Not exactly the start of a campaign as the Sable companies were reforming. But nonetheless, a victory is a victory.
You certainly.
Hopefully it keeps going.
Yeah. Um, how does anybody have message or something like that? Can we get, like, he's beyond my meager abilities to repair, and the hippogriff absolutely needs support. We need to get
Look,
Cut
no,
the
no, no.
Marines
You
back
don't
here
need to
to
be
help.
worrying yourself about me and ours. We can regroup with the other Sable Company Marines and continue our mission. Halifax is injured and won't be able to fly, but that does not make them any less deadly. I'll treat the wing and we'll be able to continue our mission to slowly make our way through and encounter more of the devils as we go. We were intending to regroup and attempt to deal with Sloth from the northern side. That's where my men have been sent to.
Okay. We have need to go after Envy in Old Corvosa. And we were hoping to get a lift because there are no bridges. There's no quick way to get there.
A
Do you
difficult
have any way of
situation
signaling
indeed.
your people? Yeah.
Well, look, there's probably not going to be much in the way of being able to provide aerial transportation. But if I'm not mistaken, there should still be a large number of vessels still docked. If possible, I can send one of the units to sequester a one of the boats that may still be there, and perhaps leave it by the great tower in the heights. And that way you should be able to cross the canal.
That would be helpful.
All right, well, if that's to be done, then, Commander, I will take my leave. As soon as I said, Halifax's wing has been tended to, I'll ride like the wind and meet up with the rest of my unit.
Is there anything we can do to help you with the wing?
Any of you veterinary scientists?
Sorry, no.
Then I'll be fine.
Fair
I can
enough.
at least see what I can at least do.
If you would like to, you may make a medicine check to try and tend to the wing.
Yep. I'm going to do. Oh, wrong one. That is not the.
Oh yeah, with a 42 and your legendary, you actually treat the wing well enough that actually within the hour they'll probably be able to fly. So yeah, cool. That's perfect. So they're going to. So once you've done with the treatment, he will ride towards the northern quarter in order to procure your ship as best he can. It'll take a little bit of time before the ship will be ready. But it gives you time to rest, recuperate, potentially. Potentially even deal with one of the other devils as well. But that'll be up to you. Meanwhile, back at the dying fisherman. You guys doing anything? Just holding his hand while he dies?
What was that? Hang on.
He's too
Agnes
damaged.
will Agnes is shouting for for Dante because she knows I haven't got the medicinal skills. Like I'll use what magic I've got, like healing spells to try and stop him bleeding out, but I can't, repair his spine. So she's just shouting for Dante, and if Dante's not hearing, then she'll just be like shouting at passers by, like, "Is anybody a doctor?"
Agnes, I think he's a little too far gone.
All of a sudden, you are approached by a pair of footsteps. As you do so, or as you are, you hear a voice. I don't even know what this is. Maybe this is a thing.
Possibly.
All right. A man in a plague doctor's mask approaches. I'm a doctor.
Agnes might just flinch slightly because she hasn't had the greatest of experience with people in plague masks, previously. But then, she'll just.
Oh no, you recognize the voice of the person who speaks to you. He says, I am a doctor. And at that point, you realize this is none other than Raina Devalius. This was the Queen's head physician during the plague in the town.
Isn't he not a nice person?
Technically speaking, you never learned much about Dr. Devalius. You kind of stopped him, and then once you'd stopped him, the Queen condemned him and stuff.
Right, okay.
The Queen.
I was going to say it.
Yeah.
Seemed a bit high and mighty for wandering around these parts.
Oh no, he's wearing a mask and stuff like that. Like, yes, it's a plague doctor mask, but he is like, he's trying to. You can tell he's trying to conceal his identity and come across as just a regular doctor.
Regardless, it doesn't really matter, to be honest with you, because this guy's dying. So Agnes is like, whatever. Can you save him?
I can.
Or at least try. I'd be very grateful.
I can save this man, and gratitude is cheap. What I need is help. I help him, you help me.
Right, fine.
He moves over and pulls out a kit. He begins to then work. He has all the surgeon tools he needs. Natural one. No. Well, fuck, and he runs away.
Close
Stabs him. I said, shield him, not kill him.
All right. That, alongside a few of his very choice healing spells, he kind of whistles as he works. And you can tell at this point he's actually using the soothe spell while he is working. Likely bardic spells or bardic abilities and stuff like that. But
Agnes will recognize that because that's his signature heal spell as well.
Yeah. And you watch as like he basically is performing surgery on him. Once he is kind of like reasonably put back together, he raises his tools, washes them, and then dabs his forehead and says, "There. He should recover in a few weeks. The damage was excessive in many places, but he will pull through. Though I cannot guarantee his mobility once he does. A severed spine is not the easiest thing to repair."
That is fine, as long as he To be fair, he's been through quite a bit. I hope he doesn't remember all of it. But anyway, help for help. What can I do for you?
Well, my request is simple. Get me out of town. Help me get to the other side. Help me get to the other side of the...
Oh, simple, yes, right.
Help me get to the other side of the bridge, and I will be in the wind.
I mean, we can certainly try.
Or get me a boat, or some way to leave this accursed place.
Oh, now a boat I might be able to arrange. Right. Well, I mean, are you... I mean, we've got a couple more demons to see to. Are you wanting this, like, right this second? Have you got a couple hours?
I do not think I will
so we can
survive
find you.
a few
Right.
hours. Ever since the unpleasantness surrounding the Queen, blaming the doctors who had led her astray, me and the other physicians have been hunted down like animals. I'm the last one.
Right. Well,
At this point, Dante and the rest of the people who went to go see Ollivander now reunite and see the Plague Doctor standing over the body and Agnes there talking to them.
oh, how? Was Ollivander okay? Did you manage to get to him in time?
Yes, we saved him.
Oh, excellent. And this very kind person here saved this poor fella here.
He
I know
doesn't
he
say
was
anything as he
getting
sees
out
the
of the city.
Yeah. He doesn't say anything as the rest of you approach. He just sort of nods.
Apparently, he's earned the Queen's displeasure and, well, needs to leave the city. And I said we'd try to help him if he saved this poor man, and, well, he did.
Is that why you're wearing the plague mask?
He nods.
There is arranging for a boat for us to get across to Old Corvosa. So, once we're done with the boat, I have no problem with you putting it back.
Wink, wink.
Yeah. Air quotes.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Sure. All right. He'll he nods and accepts this deal. Basically, once you get to Old Corvosa, he'll take the boat and make his way away from town. All right.
Excellent.
Now, are you guys going to go straight for the tower, or are you potentially going to try and sort out this thing with Lust first on the way? Because where you guys are and where you guys are heading is kind of in that direction.
I need to take a quick 10-second break a minute. I'm not, I guess, tied.
We're not
really,
further.
but
We're
I'm
not
back in
further
one.
up.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking we were up near that circle up above where you're at.
No, we're kind of here-ish. This is where the
Okay.
dogs are. Actually, probably closer to here, to be honest. Yeah. Either way, still.
That makes a
Well,
lot more sense.
Yeah, we're going straight through. We may as well deal with the university where it's on a direct route. Where we need to
Hold
go.
on. Are we all forgetting that we are on a time crunch? We can't afford to go and hit every single devil, especially considering that Holly's only got about, what, 12 hours now at this point?
About that.
Yes, but
We,
some we
like-
can just ignore it at the same time since it's along the way.
I don't. My point is, I don't think lust is our biggest priority at the moment.
Understood, but it's on the way.
And we
If we
have
have the
time.
opportunity.
Yeah, the coffee shop's on the way too, and you don't see me suggesting we stop to get a bite to eat.
Well, the other side is this here
Well,
is the Temple of Asmodeus as well. And what you're trying to do, if you recall, is prove that the queen overthrew the actual emperor, and Kazavron is manipulating the queen. Therefore, Kazavron's the one responsible. Now, the queen has been working with the Temple of Asmodeus, and these 7 devils are the I guess, like, the tools that are being used by the queen. But the Temple of Asmodeus would still technically be the brain, the head of everything.
And they're Asmodean, so they probably keep records of everything.
True.
I say we go to the temple and then see where our time's at.
That sounds like a good idea. And I like Agnes's point. If anyone's got paperwork, we know they will have it.
All right. Our heroes.
Either them or the Abadarans, or however you say that.
All right. Our hero Abdarans, yes. The heroes
Yeah.
are on their way to the Temple of Asmodeus. Also, by the way, you're going to go past your apothecary, because that's Lavender, which is over here.
Oh,
That's your alchemist place.
Yeah.
it's still standing.
Let's stop and get some potions, and maybe the
No
good
one's
doctor
got
can
potions
heal.
there. It's your store, and you've not been there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
Nothing, because you're here. You guys are running that store. And
It's
if you're
just a
here,
comment.
and if you're here, you're clearly not at the store.
And we didn't leave anyone to run the store. Well,
No.
you guys didn't leave
I
I
anyone
was
to
gonna
run the
say,
store.
kind of an oversight.
It was technically Padraig's store, really.
Yeah.
Like, it was ours, but like he was the alchemist. So once he
Hey,
disappeared,
maybe
it was
maybe
like none of the rest of us know what to do with it, really.
maybe since Quinn and Patrick came back to town first, maybe they dropped something off for you guys, like a.
Oh yeah. Just a big
Yeah,
bunch
we-
of like
Yeah.
20,000-30,000
Mhm.
gold items. You know, just
We also had
Yeah.
the two guards.
That's next week's
Helping the blaze.
$100 prize. A secret stash from Padraig and Quinn.
yeah, 100%.
That'd actually be a really nice one too, though.
That would be kind of cute. You know what? Maybe I'll reach out to them and see if they want to work with me and create some magic items for you guys. All right. In any case, guys, my name's Margo. I'm the Dad's Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for having a good, fun, and amazing time with us today. I know that the devil encounters are very combat heavy, but not all of them are. So rest assured, there are still some easy ways around and some puzzly ways and things. So we got a bunch of cool stuff to look forward to. We will be back on Wednesday, maybe. I feel like we're on Wednesday. I don't remember if Lucas and Callie were free. I gotta check on that. But either way, all things going well, we should be here on Wednesday and Friday. So look forward to that. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being here. Stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other, because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks.
Bye.
Bye.